walk like an angel, but I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are, devil in disguise.
But I've got time next hour. I'm going to play it. Ron Paul slams neocon Graham for angry white guy attack. Neocon Lindsey Graham resorted to race pimping the other night when he attacked Congressman Ron Paul for representing angry white men, to which Paul responded on CNN by pointing out that Graham represents the exact opposite of true conservatism. He's pro-carbon tax, pro-Sonia Sotomayor. I mean, the Republican leadership are sickening criminals. They're violating the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and they're getting more and more desperate. Stewart Rhodes is our guest. I do want to take some of your phone calls in this segment and the next, and Dr. Paul Craig Roberts is going to be joining us. We're going to go to Ronnie, Scott, and Karen here in just a moment. But you do have your event coming up in Las Vegas, the first big annual event out there. Tell us about that.
It's the first Oath Keepers National Convention, and we'll be having Sheriff Mack speak. And we'll be having Lieutenant Commander Guy Cunningham hopefully speaking as well. And we're having a class on command structure by acting duty Navy Lieutenant Commander David Gilley. But the main point is to get together Oath Keeper leadership and those who are interested in helping with Oath Keepers and spreading the message. And it's very short notice, but if folks want to come, if you don't want to have a meal, all you want to do is attend the speakers events. It's only $50 for the whole weekend. So it's this next weekend, October 24th and 25th in Las Vegas at the Texas Station Hotel.
Oathkeepers.org to find out more. And you don't have to be former military to be part of it, right?
No, you don't have to be former military or police to help us spread the message. You can be an associate member of Oath Keepers, or you don't even have to join. Just come and learn about what we're doing and help us spread the message. You bet. You don't have to spend a dime if you don't want to.
Very, very exciting. Let's talk to Ronnie in Texas. Ronnie, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Reaver's Eads, thank you, sir. I'm honored to follow, or concurrently, we're here with Mr. Rhodes of Oath Keepers, and because I'm here now because I'm able to be here now because I'm in effect banned from today's Austin City Council, which is totally counter to our First Amendment. These swift flipping, power-driven traitors at City Hall, but that's.
Sir, do you have a question or comment for Mr. Rhodes?
It's about Afghanistan and the blood of our troops overseas and our cops here at home, and that is the Afghanis have grown supposedly most of the world's opium. So our brave troops are now guarding those poppies so as to show our nation's collective preference for one group of illegal drug thugs over some other group of illegal drug thugs, and that's kind of my comment. But the comment is that, of course, that's our blood of our soldiers watering those crops. But instead, my suggestion is overnight Obama could really earn this Nobel Peace Prize by unilaterally first he'd have to defy a couple problematic treaties about drugs, but by declaring absolute freedom for farmers right here at home. Think of it. Suddenly, all illegal drug thugs worldwide will totally lose power and influence.
Ronnie, I hear you. Listen, I'm going to let you go because I wanted to go through the calls and go to people that were for Stewart Rhodes. Okay, not about legalizing hemp. You know, we talk about that all the time, and I appreciate your call. God help us. Let's talk to Scott in Arizona. Scott, you're on the air.
Alex Stewart, thanks a lot. Good day to you. By the way, one quick insertion along with my question for Stewart. You had a guy call earlier was asking about prevention for or if you've already had the flu shot. Dr. Blaylock put out an article on what to do if you've received the shot. So that guy can go look that up online. I think it's even on Mercola. Also, I have spoken to the chief of police here in our town, and he stated that, yes, he'd be open for receiving information, such as a lot of the stuff that's been put on your site, Alex, regarding the flu. He has basically
I got a break.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Have you ever wanted to generate your own supply of electrical power? If so, this is going to be the most important message you will ever hear. Solar-powered generators are now available from Solutions from Science in Thompson, Illinois. These emergency backup systems provide life-saving electrical power when you need it most. Unlike gas generators, a solar generator runs quietly, emits no fumes, and produces electricity for free. It's like having an electric power plant running quietly in your own home. Run sump pumps, shortwave radios, computers, and even keep food from spoiling. Whether it's hurricanes, ice storms, brownouts, or blackouts, you'll never have to suffer through painful power outages again. When the power goes out, you'll be ready. With a solar-powered generator from Solutions from Science, go to mysolarbackup.com and get off the grid today. That's mysolarbackup.com. Or call 877-327-0365. 877-327-0365. Don't wait. Call today.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Dr. Paul Craig Roberts is coming up, former editor of Wall Street Journal, former head of policy, Department of Treasury, to talk about the death of the dollar. What is really happening right now? Stewart Rhodes, founder of Oath Keepers, is our guest, and I'm attempting to take people's phone calls here for him. Scott in Arizona, do you have a question for our guest?
Yeah, I do. I would like for him to address possibly how to maybe take it a step further when it comes to the chief of police, maybe even, and also for whatever it's worth, I know the chief of police here talks a lot with the head of the fire department too, and how he might suggest some in routes to bring more awareness regarding violations of the Constitution, the flu issue, and one last thing to add to that, Alex, I think this would be an excellent way for people to get the word out, whether it be copy your DVDs to give them out, or even do like the Sherry 10-penny flyers. I've handed them out at our school, but the other thing is, besides handing it out at your schools, Halloween. Put a copy in every kid's basket and send it home and let the parents pick it out and read it and find it. It's a national holiday. We can expose this massively if people will go make the copies and put it in every single pumpkin that they get at their front door. So, but extrapolate, if you would, please, a little further on the chief of police and, talking to the chief of police about this.
I didn't know they were handing pumpkins out of people's doors. Got kids dragging giant bags of pumpkins. No, I mean, you can give them the, the sugar candies or whatever, and then with it have the candy folded up in a note, a letter to them. Thanks for the call. Absolutely. I mean, if we do what Scott's talking about, all of us should start interfacing with our fellow humans instead of just watching TV all day. This tyranny will start dissipating.
Absolutely. On our website, you can go and find free PDF downloads of our brochures and push cards, and just print them up on your home computer and hand them out. And our DVD, we're going to start selling on our website too, but you can also get it through $1 DVD Project. He has a cheaper DVD you can buy and burn it. Take it home and burn it, copy it, and send it out. We don't care about you copying our stuff. Go for it. And spread it around everywhere. Just let them know about Oath Keepers. That's the best thing to do, is get them to our website. Then they read other officers talking to them face-to-face on our website, in text and on video. That's the strongest way. But another thing to do in your local community is throw a big barbecue. Throw a party, invite all the local police, all the local firefighters, and all the veterans, and get them to know each other and become friends. That's the strongest thing you can do right now in your community, is to make sure that you break down that wall of separation between the veterans and the police.
And call it a tea party. Call it, whatever name you want, so it's what it is, patriotic and mainline.
Call it Veterans Appreciation Day or whatever, but invite the police and the firefighters to come together with the veterans. Call it what you want.
Yeah, we're the real patriots. Stop letting the offshore bankers and their little crooked groups like the Southern Poverty Law Center and others run around and say they're the patriots, and that because we're pro-America, we're the bad people. No, we're the real Americans. And I go back to Ron Paul earlier this year at CPAC, the big Republican convention, and Rush Limbaugh is the keynote speaker. Ron Paul was one of the other key speakers. And Ron Paul gets up and says, Republicans are anti-war. This war is a fraud. He got a standing ovation. Republicans, by and large, aren't a bunch of warmongers either. I mean, that's the issue, is we have to take America back.
Right. Stop waiting for someone else to do it. So, in your own local community, get up and do it. Go do a big party in a local park. Start some kind of event like that. But the best way to do it, I think, is to first get them together and get them to understand that you're not their enemy, and then after that, start talking to them. They'll just come out of the blue, to an average cop of the New World Order. The best way to do it is to a little bit of soft sell up front usually works better. Well,
I found it's also good, just the carpet bombing effect of just handing them DVDs, just giving them to everybody. The Obama deception, in-game, terror storm, that can break their conditioning as well. Stewart Rhodes, keep it up, my friend. The establishment looks like fools trying to demonize you because your organization is absolutely just cut 100% of the Constitution and Bill of Rights. And we appreciate you, and keep it up.
Thank you. Hey, Alex, one last thing is we're doing a big drive for the troops, care packages for the troops, starting November 11th.
Peaches, we'll have you back on then.